Hey YouTube, today I'm just going to be basically showing you what I do for these computers. So there's a monitor. Um, I'll quickly go over just my whole setup. It's a little cramped right now. Got my car in the garage. So yeah, we got a computer right here. I actually finished this one. It's the exact same as this one. So basically I'll just repeat the process. I don't want to show you guys the same thing twice. Here's my other computers. So I got like one right there. I actually just bought 4 of them today. So I bought this one, that one, and this one today. And then some of the other ones are older, or that I haven't sold yet. This one I don't even have listed. It's just kind of, I don't know what I'd sell it for. And then this one's just kind of like a shell. I just used it for parts for the other ones. But basically I've sold like all my computers in the last like week or two. I had a lot. Like there's a day where I sold 2 computers. I just sold a computer yesterday. I'm selling probably that one and this one tomorrow. So yeah, I've just been going through a lot. So I restocked today. Unfortunately, I didn't show it, like going to the shop and everything. It's pretty busy in there. So I've got a bunch of like GPUs right here. This is a bag of DDR3. It was actually a lot bigger before, but yeah. Basically never have to worry about that. Here's some SSDs. 1, 2, just put one in there, another one in there. Yeah, so basically, yeah, it's a little messy, but I make it work. So I clear out a lot of these parts because I'm just putting them in computers, fixing everything. So I'll give this all right now. I'm just putting parts in here. Like it didn't come with a drive, GPU, RAM. So I put the RAM, GPU drive right there. It came with everything else, like including a cooler and CPU. So I'll be showing you, like, I'll just repaste the CPU really quick. Now I'll try to do the stock cooler with one hand, but probably won't be able to. So look, you just want to add like a kind of like a pea-sized dot right there. That should be good. Kind of wipe off the extra. Just put that right there. And here's how you mount a stock cooler. Stock coolers are terrible. I hate them. Oh my gosh. Just quickly blow away some of that dust. And then tomorrow, probably later today, maybe tomorrow, I'll give them a dusting out with the air compressor right there. Damn, I couldn't think of the word. So yeah, I'll just dust them out with the air compressor, get it all clean. I actually wipe it down with like a rag and stuff. And actually, there's a special spray that I put on the motherboard and parts to make them shiny. It's actually like parts cleaner for like a car, but it's actually electronic safe. You just gotta kind of know what you're doing. So I'll try to mount this stock cooler with one hand. Okay, there, my left hand too. Gotta like push the pins down on each side, and then you lock it in place. And the reason why I hate this is because like sometimes like there's like these clips on the bottom, like before where the pins go, and then they just break, and then it's like impossible to actually use it. See, I got it first time the last time, but let's see if I could actually get it first time this time. Oh, there we go. Jeez, dude. See, I hate dealing with stock coolers. I like AMD's like a stock cooler, like the Wraith Stealth, Wraith Spire, just the normal stock cooler, and also the older ones that they used to use, the clip mounting system. I love the clip mounting system. I hate this push pin system that Intel has. Clip system is so much easier. There's only 2 things you have to worry about. It's like I could never get this done like right the first time. That's what pisses me off about it. Or you could just use screws. Just use like a screw, like a normal cooler. I don't know why the hell are they really that cheap that they can't add 5 cents worth of screws? Probably like 2 cents worth of screws onto your CPU core. Save you all this headache. Okay, it's firm on there, has thermal paste. So then we plug it in, and I won't show that, but you put the power cable here, and put the DVI, HDMI, VGA, DisplayPort, whatever you have, and then I'm gonna install Windows, so that'll be in the next segment. And got it all plugged in. Just press the power button. We're gonna want to do F2 to go into the BIOS. Now it's different for different motherboard manufacturers, but for this one I know it's F2. Okay, so basically what we need to do is set the boot order to boot off the USB drive. Removable drive. We just want to give it the best chance possible. This BIOS is a little wonky. Boot to optical drive. So we're just going to disable everything that we don't need. USB boot, enable boot devices. Put USB devices first. Enable UEFI boot. Enable, because we need that for Windows 11. Well, actually for the Windows 11 that I have, but or just how I installed it on Rufus. Hard drive order. Okay, let's just see if this works first. So I'm installing Windows 11 on this. It's actually not, like, Windows 11 isn't compatible with this. If I see, it's gonna install, but it's not compatible if you just use it off like the Microsoft website. You have to use a tool called Rufus because because Windows 11 has a couple of requirements, like plus 4 gigs RAM. We have 16 in here, so that's fine. But also the most important one is a TPM 2.0 chip, and I don't think that was introduced on like Intel motherboards until like 7th gen, and then for AMD like 3rd gen and up. So basically anything older than that, if you try to install Windows 11 just on its own with no Rufus, no like install or anything like that, just straight from Microsoft's website, it will not work. But yeah, I put it on Rufus in this drive. That's how I always install it. Like even on Windows 10, which this could easily install, I still use Rufus because it helps. You can disable a lot of the annoying options when you're installing Windows. Like it asks you like for all your data basically, and for you to create another account. Windows 11, if I didn't use Rufus, you have to you have to log into your Microsoft account or connect to a Microsoft account, which means you have to have internet. I don't have internet on this right now, so. But if you use Rufus, you can just use local account. Okay. Just speed running it. Now product key. We'll do that later. Yeah, so it's pretty easy. I mean, especially when you do. I'm gonna do just Windows 11 Home. The only reason I'm installing Windows 11 is because my customer specifically requested, he knew that a certain software, and he said it doesn't run under Windows 10, so I was like, huh. Actually, these computers are going into an apartment complex. So these bad boys will actually, it's like a little apartment complex community center for people to, do their just research stuff, pay bills, email, type documents, all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. And then I'll come back to you when we're finished. Actually, before we get to that, I forgot to plug in the cooler to the fan header right here, so I still make rookie mistakes like that too. Luckily, this isn't that intensive, so the CPU didn't like overheat, and if it did, it's not like it's gonna break anything. The PC just switches off if like something like that overheats. It has like sensors and stuff in the motherboard, but yeah. So I forgot to unplug it, but I forgot to plug it in. But yeah, it's going pretty well. I literally just noticed that it's only been installing for maybe like 2 minutes or something. It's already at 25%. It's actually pretty fast. This is an i7 2600 4-core 8-thread. We got 16 gigs RAM, and then it's installing on not like an M.2 or anything like super fast, but SATA SSD. So it goes by pretty quick. If this was running Windows 10, it would install like I'd say less than 5 minutes. It's probably going to take longer than that for a Windows 11. Okay, so Windows should have finished installing. So basically I did the same thing, just rinse, repeat, go into the BIOS, and then now I do it in the reverse, where I prioritize the actual hard drive, boot to optical drives, boot to removable drives, network, USB boot. Let's just disable everything that's not UEFI boot, general optimization, enable. So basically that's like kind of a speed boot. USB optimization, video okay, so it should hit Y right there. Should boot right into Windows 11. It still needs to not write into it, like ready to go. It'll say setup. Yeah, I'm running Windows 11 on a 2nd gen i7 and then a little freaking old school like 3x4 monitor. I sold a computer to a guy and he used to do computer stuff, so he had a lot of like monitors lying around. He actually gave 3 of these to me for free, so I'll always take it. I definitely use monitors. Let's see, so I have like 4 right now. I have like 3 of these Dell ones, and then 1 HP one. It's actually 1080p, it's pretty good. Yeah, so it's just loading right now. Yeah, that's pretty much, I mean, I'll show you what I do when I go in, like when the computer actually loads, but other than cleaning it, which I don't really have to show you guys, it's literally, I just take that air compressor, turn it on, and blow all the dust out and get in all the nooks and crannies, basically, and that's pretty much it. So I'm basically done with the hard stuff. I just have to install like a GPU driver for this, and then I'll show you how to do that, and then also you need to, I need to activate Windows so you don't get that watermark in a month. I don't know if you guys have ever had that, where it says activate Windows on the bottom of your screen right here. And I can show you how to disable that without having to pay Microsoft like $150 for your license. You don't need to do that. So I'm sorry if you have ever done that, or if you buy CD keys from like SCD keys or whatever for like the $20 or whatever. You don't have to do that. You just run a script. You shouldn't have to pay $20, $125, $1 for something that you could do completely for free. Okay, so just final setup here of internet. So just setting up. Notice I didn't have to do any of the local account stuff. I mean, I didn't have to make an account, I didn't have to do any of that. That's the good thing about using Rufus. And you could actually install it on older hardware, so. According to Microsoft, this is e-waste. You should just throw this in the trash. According to Microsoft, if you owned this, since you can't it could run 10 just fine for 10 years. You could run 10 just fine for 10 years, but as soon as Windows 11 comes out, because this can't natively install Windows 11, you just need to you need to take this down to Best Buy, take it down to Walmart, take it down to a recycling place, and then just give it to them for free. So, thanks Microsoft for contributing to e-waste, but not on my watch. We can actually make this stuff run. You know, we do some optimizations and we make it run efficiently even on newer operating systems. It's not going to run as well as like on 10, but you know, someone wants Windows 11, they can get Windows 11. It works just fine. It's not the fastest. I mean, Linux would probably be the best for the system at its age, but like, you know, most people don't want to use Linux. So yeah, it's working just fine. I gotta install the driver. It's pretty simple. You download a file. I won't even show you how to do it. And we need to run the activation script, and I might show you that one, but probably need to turn off my phone because I'm using it as a hotspot for this. Okay, so it was a little tip and trick. If you're using your phone as a hotspot, and let's say, you know, because you need the USB-C most likely for your phone to connect to your to the computer to act as the hotspot. My only USB-C is in my keyboard. So what we do basically is, since we won't have a keyboard and you don't want to switch back and forth and make it all complicated, you could do this thing called an on-screen keyboard. Boom. And then we just kind of hot swap this to the phone. I'll try to do it while my phone is recording the video. Let me just go to my phone settings right here. Okay, so my video actually shut off while I did that. So basically what you want to do is if you need, because after 1 month, you're going to see this thing in the bottom right-hand corner that says activate Windows. And it's really annoying because the watermark never goes away, but also it stops you from doing things like changing your desktop background and stuff like that. And overall, it's just kind of annoying. So basically, you just go to massgrave.com, just click it, copy this, and then my mouse is not tracking that well on the pad here. And then you could do, probably don't need to type in the whole thing. Yeah, just PO right there. Oh, and also you could do this thing where after this shows up, you can left click right here. Oh, no, actually it's right click and then it copies whatever you have. So you don't have to do the keyboard shortcut. Enter. Runs this little thing. It's going to pop up this screen. In the next command prompt window, just say yes to that. Ooh. Okay, then we just want to press 1 right here. It gives you options, like if you have Office, you could activate Office because it also needs an activation code. But I just pressed 1, which is to activate Windows. And you'll see its little process right here. Usually, it's just, especially if you buy like used drives, like SSDs or used computers, because I think that the code is either tied to the hardware. So it's either on your hard drive or sometimes your motherboard. So basically, it'll pull it from if you buy new parts, this will still work. You could still activate it even on new parts, but especially if you buy used parts, generally, they come from old, pre-built computers or something like that, or someone's already put Office on it. So basically, what it does is it'll check the drive and then use the old code you have, the old activation key you have to activate your new install. Otherwise, it just uses their servers and creates a key. See, there's my key if anyone wants to copy it, but it's just for this device, so you won't really be able to do anything with it. And besides, it's not like I care if you copy a key, because I'll just get it for free. Successfully converted 1 licenses from genuine authorization ticket on disk. So we already had one. I just use this to pull it up, basically. So I don't have to pay Microsoft $150 or whatever they want for a little 25-digit code. I'll just exit like that. Okay. Yeah, so we're activated now. I could even show that to you in let's just go here, go to settings. I'm not as familiar with Windows 11 as I am 10, but maybe I think it's system and then activation right here. Activation state. Active. If it wasn't activated, it would say you are not activated. Pay us all sorts of money. Digital license. So still need to get the driver, and then that's basically it. The guy, he didn't ask for any custom software or anything like that, so he can basically take care of that. Just sell a clean PC, ready to go. And yeah, I'll just install the driver, and that'll be it. Okay, so we're sitting down now. But yeah, I just installed it on my phone like I usually do, and then I have it plugged in, and then, so this is the one right here. Just run it. I think it just pops up that error code because you're transferring it from one device to another. So basically I'm using my phone as like a hotspot and a flash drive almost. So it's just loading. It's gonna be a little slower than if I actually downloaded it because I had to move it to the actual device itself for my phone. And then, yeah, I'll show you. There we go. Just say okay to this. I only have 1 drive, so it doesn't matter. Yes, after this is done, then it'll start downloading. If you've never downloaded drivers for your computer, you should, like especially graphics drivers, because you know if you don't have them automatically update, which I don't even do. I just download it basically whenever I see if there's a new one. But yeah, if you don't have it set to automatic updates or anything like that, and you're stuck on the same driver, you could be running ones that are like years old, and especially if you have a gaming PC like on a GPU, that could actually hurt your performance. There's some nuances to that, like sometimes like for a certain game or certain things, older driver is actually better, but in general, it's I'd recommend just to update your drivers. This one doesn't have a driver yet. Actually, the screen looks better on the phone than it does in person, but the screen looks pretty like washed out and just blurry. So it runs a lot better, you know, after you, like if I tried playing a game or something, you know, it wouldn't work. It probably won't even load because I don't have any drivers installed. But yeah, you'll see what happens. The screen will like shut off for a second and then turn back on, and when it turns back on, it's like oh, because it looks so much better. Let's see if we can see it in real time. If you've never updated your drivers, this is what happens. Man, look at that glorious beast. i7. I actually got one of those machines. I got this for 20. I get them all for 20 except that one. That one comes with like a nice motherboard. It's like Asus, like Sabertooth and stuff, but that one, the small form factor, the one with that red thing hanging off top of it, that has a 9th gen i5 in it, and I got that for $20, so that was a really good deal. It has a i5 like 9500. That thing alone is worth a lot more than 20, like if I were to buy it. I just bought an i5 7400 for like 30 on eBay, and that was a pretty good deal, or like 28 actually, and that was a good deal on like eBay prices. So i5 9th gen, even better. I believe it has like, it's a 6-core 6-thread, not a 4-core 4-thread like i5's up to that point. I think 8th gen is when it started becoming 6-core 6-thread. Nowadays it's way more, but like, yeah, 9th gen is actually a 6-core. Oh, you saw that, the flash, and you could just like look at the resolution. It jumped up. It's a lot higher quality. It's doing the audio driver, which it doesn't even need to do because we're on DVI and doesn't even care that audio signal like HDMI. I accidentally like moved something there, but yeah, I won't bore you with the rest of this.